So let's start today's topic. Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to start chapter 5, that is the fundamental unit of life. Now, our today's objectives are means what we will learn today. Today we are going through what is biology, introduction of cell, discovery of cell, and structure of compound microscope that is given in your syllabus, right? So, before coming to today's topic, let's have a quick recap that we have already discussed about chemistry, that a branch of science which deals with the study of chemicals and their composition, or you can say which deals with the study of matter, that is known as chemistry, right? And we have read the first chapter of chemistry, that is matter in our surrounding. So we have already discussed about matter in our first chapter. Today we are going to start the first chapter of biology, that is the fundamental unit of life. So before coming to this chapter, first let's see what do you mean by the term biology, right? A branch of science which deals with the study of living beings is called biology. Means this is a branch of science in which we will study about the living beings, that what is their structure, what are their functions, right? So this we are going to read about living beings in the biology. Our first chapter is the fundamental unit of life. So all of you know that as, life, as we know, it took billions of years to evolve. Means whatever the life around you is not evolved in one day. It takes billions of years. From the unicellular to multicellular organisms that we see around us today, the most basic unit of all these, the most basic unit of all these is the cell. Am I not audible to all of you?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No.
Okay, all of you, before joining, please mute yourself. Now I am audible to all of you. Okay, let's listen it again. Today we are going to discuss about the fundamental unit of life, that is cell, right? Now, all of you know that either it is a unicellular organism or a multicellular organism. The basic unit of their life is the cell. To understand this concept better, let's imagine a wall. Imagine a wall around you. How it is made up of, how this wall is made up of. What is its smallest unit? So all of you know that brick is the smallest unit of a wall. means the whole is made up of bricks, and these bricks combine to make a whole. In the same way, all the living organisms are made up of smallest unit called cell. What we can say that the body of all the living organisms is made up of cells. You can say that the structure of your body is made up of cells. The cell is a Latin word which means a little room. Now the next question arises in your mind that why we have given the name cell to this structure. Because cell is a Latin word used by Robert Hooke, right? Which means a little room, or you can say a compartment, right? A box-like structure. So the scientist Robert Hooke discovered the cell first time in 1665, right? So you can say the cell was discovered by Robert Hooke, the scientist Robert Hooke. Robert Hooke, while observing a core, what do you mean by core? Bark of a tree. Core means bark of a tree. So Robert Hooke taken a bark of a tree and observed it under a microscope. And the microscope was also self-made, means it was made by Robert Hooke. So while he was observing the core, he saw some little room-like structures which resembled the structure of a honeycomb. Honeycomb means beehive, means the hive in which the honeybees live. It is made up of hexagonal compartment. So the cork was looking like that honeycomb, and that's why the name cell was given to it, because cell means little room or a compartment. So uh, you can see in this diagram that if you look a living organism under a microscope, you will see they are made up of cells. The word cell derived from a Latin word cellula, which means small compartment or a little room. It was first used by the scientist Robert Hooke, who was a British biologist and microscopist. Microscopist means first time he made a microscope by joining the lenses. It was a self-made microscope by Robert Hooke. Now Robert Hooke looked at a thin slice of cork. Cork means bark of a tree under a self-designed microscope. The structure he saw, it was looked like a honeycomb as it is shown in the figure. You can see in this figure that when you observe the cork or a bark of a tree, it appears a combination of hexagonal chambers. It appeared like this. You can see in the diagram. That's why the name cell was given to it, right? Now, the next scientist, Robert Brown, discovered the nucleus in the cell. All of you know that each cell have a control room, which is called the nucleus. And nucleus control all the activities of the cell. In detail, we will read further, right? So Robert Brown discovered the nucleus in the cell. Next is the cell theory states that all the plants and animals are composed of cells. In the starting, this statement was proposed by the scientists Slyden and Swan. What does it mean? Now all of you mostly know that all the plants and animals are made up of cells. But in the starting, this statement was given by two scientists, Slyden and Swan, right? Next, and this statement is known as the cell theory because this statement was about the cell. That's why the name cell theory was given to it, right? The cell theory was further expanded by Virchow by suggesting that all cells arise from the pre-existing cells. What does it mean? He told that the cells will not generate from anywhere. The new cells always made from the pre-existing cell. Pre-existing cells means the cells which are present, and the cells divide to make the new cells. So these three statements together known as the cell theory, right? So the idea of all three scientists, that is Swan, Slyden and Virchow, lead to the cell theory, which state that all organisms are made up of one or more cells. If they are unicellular, they are made up of one cell, and if they are multicellular, they are made up of more cells, right? Next is all the life functions of organisms occur within cells. What does it mean? Means all the functions of your body are performed by the cell, right? All cells come from already existing cells. Means the cells which are already present, they will divide to make the new cells, right? And all of you know that the cells are different in shape, size, structure. You can observe in your body that there are different kind of cells. You can see that the muscle cells are long and spindle shaped. Your blood cells are round or disc shaped, right? Your nerve cells are just like star shaped. You have read in 8th class, right, about the nerve cell. Now, the cells in your body which store the fat, they are just oval shaped. Your bone cells are again star shaped. Sperms, which are known as the male gametes, they are the smallest cell of the body, right? And ovum, which are female gametes, they are oval shape, or you can say round shape. So you can say that there are different type of cells in your body and in different living organisms, right? Next is the scientist Leeuwenhoek. So free living cells in the pond, or you can say in water, for the first time with the help of a microscope. So Leeuwenhoek is known as the father of microbiology. Microbiology means the study of microorganisms. And in 8th class, you have already read about microorganisms. That the organisms which are very small and can't be seen with naked eyes. You have to use a microscope to observe them. So it was first observed by Leeuwenhoek, and he is known as the father of microbiology, right? Now, all the to see the structures of cell is possible after the discovery of compound microscope, electron microscope, right? So here we will have a look for the structure of compound microscope. And when the school will reopen, we will show you this microscope in our lab. but right now I am having only a picture of this compound microscope for you. And for this picture, I would really like to thank the Byju's because I have taken this image from there, right? Okay. So in this picture, you can see that compound microscope have a base on, or you can say it is a stand on which the body of the microscope is kept, right? Here it is a mirror. This mirror is actually a concave mirror which collect all the light and focus it on the stage so that you can see the specimen clearly. Okay, here I want to clear that specimen is anything which you are observing under a microscope. Whatever the thing you are observing under a microscope, you will put it on the slide. How to prepare the slide, that will be a different topic, right? So now it is known as a specimen, right? Next will be condenser. It is connected with the stage. This part where the slide is kept is known as the stage. Here you just put the slide. There are clips to fix the slide on the microscope stage. Next is objective lenses. There are objective lenses to magnify the image, right? Actually, these are the objective lenses which magnify whatever the thing you are observing under